Hello, my name is Ethan Grush and welcome back to another video. I am the owner of Availment, and what we do is we help chiropractors become one of the top doctors in their area with our AI SEO software. So in today's video, we're basically going to be going over what are the different things that or factors in ranking your practice. Because when my idea with this video is to give you the top 20% of things that will produce 80% of the results. So that's what we're going to be going over. And in today's video, we're going to be going over this pie chart. I'm going to explain to you these three different categories and the subcategories within them that basically drive the results when becoming a top doctor. And why is this important? Well, to be honest, the last thing you want to do when you're ranking for SEO or you're hiring a company is doing the complete wrong things, whether it's just to drive traffic or just to drive clicks. We want to drive traffic that is ready to seek care now, and we want to drive clicks that are ready to seek care now to our website. So in today's video, we're going to be going over that whole process, the top three categories. So let's get right into it. So what impacts SEO rankings for the most? What impacts SEO rankings the most when it comes to local businesses? So there's three things. The first one is really content. So that's generating high quality content, whether it's local service pages, blogs. Then you've got 10%, which is going to be backlinks. So building relationships with your local news stations, bloggers, things like that, just to get links back to your website. Then we have website optimization, which accounts for about 40%, give or take. That's on-page SEO. So that's making sure that your headers, your titles, and descriptions are aligned with the keywords that you want to rank for. Then you've got the user experience, so how easy is it to navigate your website? That accounts for 10%. Then technical SEO, which is around 5%. That's fixing backlinks, redirects, making sure your site is secured, which a lot of hosting platforms do nowadays. And then the last point is your Google My Business optimization, now Google Business Profile, which is about 15%. So if you were to go through content, which accounts for about 45%, 35% is content quality and relevance. So this is posting mainly every day. It can be every couple days, but posting high quality blog posts that build your authority with Google. So that's what these blog posts are designed. They're not designed to get you patients. They're just designed to help you rank for the easy keywords and help build your authority with Google. The other part of that, which this is what we use to capture traffic, is building local service pages. So whether that's chiropractic care in your city, best chiropractor in city, things like that, those are the typical terms that someone's looking for care will look up. So we want to make sure we can create those local service pages to capture that traffic. Then we have backlinks and authority building. So this is really just going to be, like I said, building relationships with local bloggers, anyone who basically creates content online to help to feature you and create those high quality backlinks. And then you've also got obviously local news stations, local events, things like that. We then have website stuff basically. So the beginning of that's going to start with on-page SEO. So this is optimizing your pages for the main keyword you want to rank for. So it could be chiropractic in your city, neuropathy treatment in your city, neuropathy specialist in your city, anything under the sun. Whatever you want to rank for, you want to make sure that these pages are optimized for that keyword. And this is obviously also optimizing your site structure using the silo structure, what I've also made a video on. So it's basically aligning your header and your website to whereas everything that's under it, so whether you have services, listing the services below the service category, or whether you have an about us page, contact us page, it's just making sure all the content is aligned with the different headers and different links that you're combining it with. And then the second thing, or the last thing, is basically internally linking these pages. So like I said before, it's making sure that all the content you have is in its own category and different subcategories and everything's linking appropriately, which will basically just help Google find your page and then index it to be able to show it to other potential users. The other part of that is user experience. So like I mentioned before, make sure your website's user-friendly. It doesn't look like it was built in the 2000s to where it's just very clustery and just doesn't look very well. Also, make sure that there's strong call to action buttons so that potential users and patients know, okay, this is where I need to go to get this information and things like that. And the last portion of that is the technical SEO. So this is fixing broken links, redirects, and what you can do is if you sign up for a Google Search Console, which you basically have to connect your website domain to it in order to see this data, you're able to see things like these broken links these redirects. And then all you really need to do is, if you have a ChatGPT account, which most people do nowadays, you just take a screenshot or type whatever and it gives you as far as errors go, and then ChatGPT will tell you, okay, this is how you can fix them. And then the last part of that is making sure your site is HTTPS secured, which a lot of hosting platforms and website platforms do nowadays, so you don't really need to worry about that. And then last but not least is Google My Business optimization. Let me move this over. So that's basically, there's a couple things when it comes to that. So it's first, you want to make sure that all the information on your profile is filled out, whether that's your description, your hours, the services you offer, your primary category, things like that. You want to make sure all the information is filled out. And then you also want to make sure to post regularly on these platforms, on your Google My Business profile, because what we found is this will tend to increase the amount of impressions, meaning the eyeballs that are actually seeing your profile. Now, this is good because the more people that see our profile, the more likely we're going to get more people to click on it. So that's a good thing to have. You also want to add all the areas you serve, all of your services, like I mentioned, your primary business category, and then the last thing is really high quality pictures of your practice so that potential users or patients know, okay, this practice is reputable, they know what they're talking about, they know what they're doing, and I feel comfortable with them. So to kind of go over, what are really the 20% of things that will produce 80% of results? One, it's really content quality and relevance. So posting consistent content, that accounts for, I would say, close to a third of it. And really the other thing is on-page SEO. So that's making sure that all your headers and titles and everything is really just aligned for the specific keyword that you want to rank for. So whether it be chiropractor in your city, neuropathy specialist in your city, integrative medicine specialist in your city, things like that. These are the two things that you ideally want to focus on to get 80% of the results. And then once you're there, and if these things still aren't working, you can focus on the backlinks, user experience, technical SEO, and the Google My Business optimization. But I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed this and you got some value from it. And I'll be posting these videos around once every couple days or once every day if I can. And take care. Peace.